G'day, Mark.
G'day. A weird one for you. I have an aneurysm at the moment, so I was told not to get my blood pressure up till my operation. So I thought I'd do some Uber Eats deliveries, and I had an order for 3 bottles of milk today for Australia Post Malaga. I went there, and I was held against my will for over 10 minutes because the guy thought that I must be a terrorist because I was delivering milk to Australia Post. He eventually let me go once I started filming, and I mentioned on the video, which I sent you guys as well, that he was holding me against my will, and he confirmed that. He said yes, and he nodded his head. I've just had Australia Post ring me, and they were like, no, this is how we train our staff. You had no right to be delivering milk to us. You can picture my blood pressure through the roof, and I'm not feeling too good, but this is crazy stuff, and nobody's accountable.
So what did you, when you deliver the milk, do you leave it outside? The milk that gets delivered here gets left down in the foyer. Where did you leave the milk? Or did you try to handle it?
I had instructions to take it in, and the map was pinned, and I showed him the app, and I showed him the person and their contact number to show it was a staff member, and showed them where I was supposed to go in their instructions. So I showed him all of that. He wasn't interested, so I ended up giving him the milk. I said, well, here, look, you can have the milk and do with it whatever you like. I'll just go. And he wouldn't let me go. And then he put the door down and closed the door. And it wasn't until I started filming that he let me go.
Was he obviously an Australia Post employee?
Yes, supervisor. I got to think of his name tag and that on the video and that as well. And as I say, in the video, I make it very clear. I said, this man is holding me against my will and not letting me go. He nods his head. He says, yes. And, we kept going until he finally let me go. But this is crazy, delivering milk. And I've got health concerns at the moment. And, I'm just so rattled.
Yeah, you sound rattled. Mark, I'll ask this as delicately as I can. Were you behaving yourself?
Absolutely. I was just delivering milk. I mean, at the end of the video, you see, I just say to him, for F's sake, let me go. But that was it. I mean, when you're delivering Uber, it's as simple as rocking up to a place, handing them, thanking them, and off you go. Even when he didn't want that to happen and I gave him the order, even though he wasn't the one with the order, he gladly took the order. And I said, okay, well, I'll just go now. And he was like, no, you're not going anywhere.
Bizarre. And Australia Post have doubled down and said, no, this is the right process.
That's it. That's how we train them. You had no right to come on Australia Post property and you had no right to be delivering milk to us.
Have you delivered milk to them before?
No, they're all random jobs, and this one was out in Malaga and I live on the other side of the city, so it was a good paid job, this delivery. It was a long delivery one. It was like, oh, yeah. And I didn't even think about it, just rocked up there with the order, and as I say, I showed him the app, I showed him my ID, I showed him everything, and yeah, and I was just held against my will, and I kept saying to him, let me go, and he just kept refusing.
All right, well, in the break, mate, I'll have a look at the video. That is very bizarre. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I took some medicine and hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, no, go for a walk or something, mate, before it starts raining. Thanks, Mark.